Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man. I'm big at you with another video, man. New media, notification, yeah. Coach Ward. What it is, man. Look, check this out. Look, man. Fabio, I'm gonna let you know right now, bro. And I'm not even saying this because I'm not a fan of dude. But Fabio, if you don't knock bro out, you're gonna have a problem. I am not a fan of Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. I am not a fan of bruh at all. Like, keep it real, not even a little bit. Not a fan of bruh. But I've watched you fight, bro, Fabio. I've seen you do your thug thing and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, you gotta knock Jarrell out. You gotta knock him out. If you don't knock bruh out, he gonna be a problem. I think personally, you the type of fighter that's like weak to the body and pressure. Like for real. Jarrell don't take no backward steps, Fabio. Like at all. Ever. This is a dude, and like I said, I am not a fan of bruh. But I do respect bruh. This is a dude that stood there and went 12. He went down in the 12th. And I mean late in the 12th. But this is a dude that stood and went toe to toe for 12 whole rounds, bro. With Dynamite Daniel Dubois, homie. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Anybody that stands there in the center of the ring and goes toe to toe with Daniel Dubois is something to respect, bro. It is something to actually, you feel me, make you think twice. Okay? Do Jarrell have like some hellacious like power and all that? No. But he's an imposing person. He's a big guy. He comes in 300 plus pounds. And I think he comes in there that big so he can take the punishment. That's why I think, I'm not saying that's why. He could just do that because he's fucking stupid. Or he just like that. I don't know. But why I think he does it is because so he can take the punishment. So he can deal with it. Because he's a former kickboxer. And he's used to taking kicks and shit. So he'll deal with somebody probably punching on him for 12 rounds or whatever. But because Jarrell don't never come in like fit. Like if you look at Jarrell in his kickboxing years and how in shape he was for that and how he comes in for his boxing fights, that's why I think that. Because in kickboxing, it's a different, you got kicks and all that shit. So you got a different level of conditioning, a different level of in shape that you are for a kickboxing fight than you are for a boxing fight. But at the same time, I do believe that you should be in shape for a fight regardless, whether it's kickboxing or boxing or MMA. But I've seen Jarrell in fight kickboxing, and he looks physically better when he's fought kickboxing than he does when he's boxing. And I think he does that so he could be physically more imposing and he can walk you down and take the punishment and be able to be who he wants to be throughout the duration of the fight. But Fabio, if you don't knock that nigga out, bro, you gonna lose. And I'm not necessarily knock him out. If you don't put Jarrell on his ass once, twice, or just make Jarrell look like a fucking fool throughout the duration, you're not gonna win that. Jarrell gonna come forward the whole time. The whole time. Like he's not going to stop. He's not going to. I mean, if you catch him with something, he might take a step and like, you feel me, deal with that, you feel me, and then come forward again. And if you catch that and you don't pursue him and you don't start applying pressure, because if Jarrell take a step back, that means he felt that, meaning he's hurt, and he know he can't take another shot like that because that motherfucker really hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or it was like, oh shit, caught him off guard, and then he's reassessing, which meaning he's not hurt, he's just reassessing. He's like, okay, I didn't expect that. Let me reassess and then advance. But if you catch him and you not hurting him, Jarrell gonna win that. Jarrell gonna win that. Period. His fighting style alone, like he come forward. All he do is come forward. The stupid thing is, and I think this might be, his Achilles heel. Maybe I don't want to say hopefully, but maybe at this time in his career, because he do block punches with his face. He don't have no defense, and you a heavyweight, and you do block punches with your face. That's why Jerry Hurd is not fighting no more, because tough ain't enough. Yeah, that's cool that you can take a punch. It's okay that you can take a punch. Excuse me. That don't mean that you should take punches in every fight and use that as a means to wear your opponent down. That's not how this should work. Okay? Jarrell is that type of fighter to where he does block certain punches with his face. You don't see a lot of fighters going to Jarrell's body, but at the same time, he does block punches with his face. But Fabio, again, if you do not hurt him or put him on his ass consistently throughout the duration of the fight, you're not winning that. You're not winning that. You're not winning that. Unless you convincingly is beating his ass. Because Jarrell is, when he not juicing, he don't have that much volume. So if he's not really putting pressure on you and volume and all that shit, then okay. If you keeping him at bay and all that type of shit, cool. But this is a dude who also, that's why I said Fabio, bruh, like I don't see you having. And if anybody is wondering why I'm saying this, is because Fabio don't got the punch output. Fabio is a boxer. He a mover. He pot shot you, shoot his little jab on you here or there. It's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But you gotta have volume for a dude like that. And like I said, I'm not a fan of Jarrell, bro. But I see like Fabio. I don't see Fabio winning this, bro. Fabio, you're not Andy Ruiz. You better hope Jarrell is little punch drunk to where he can't take certain shit. Because if he can fight you like how he fought Andy Ruiz or a Daniel Dubois, oh yeah, bro, you're done, bro. I'm not saying like, bro, gonna stop you or none of that shit. You're not gonna beat him though. He's going to. You're a mover, Fabio. And I'm not like, you're not a Tyson Fury mover like that, but you're a mover. You're not trying to sit there. You're going to have to, bruh. If you gonna beat Jarrell, you better hit him early, often, extremely hard, bro. If you don't, bro, he's not going down, bro. If you try to box him or try to like look pretty and try to outpoint, nope. You better not try to fight points with that nigga. If you try to fight the point game with, nope, bad idea. He's coming for you, pop, throwing that little pity pat. Nope. You better go forward, hit him, bing, bing. Really like put tips on that man. If you try to be all pretty and cute, because you know, Jarrell, if your game plan, I don't know, we'll see fight night, but if your game plan is to move on Jarrell and pop, because you know he gonna come forward and you gonna try to pretty box this nigga, bro. I'm telling you, it's a bad deal, bro. It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. You better sit there with this nigga and yeah, I'm telling you, y'all heavyweights, y'all know everybody hit hard. You think these dudes don't hit hard if y'all want to. You think these dudes ain't hitting when you see them really crack. You think that. Motherfuckers got pop. Heavyweight division. Fuck you talking about. But Jarrell gonna come in damn near 300. And he gonna come in damn near 300 because he gonna want to be able to absorb and deal with the punishment. Period. That's why he come in so big. And he can apply that pressure. And he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not finna be bouncy. He's just big. He's just gonna walk you down, cut the ring off here or there. He's gonna step to the right. He's gonna step to the left. He's not gonna follow you. He's literally just gonna cut you off. That's it. That's all he gonna do. Like, he's for sure going to cut you off, Fabio. You're not gonna be able to move and dance all pretty on, bro. You ain't gonna do that. No. Nope. Can't even say you ain't gonna be able to dance on, bro. When you get your opportunity, you better let your ones and twos go and hit him extremely hard, bro. Like, don't play with Jarrell. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying like he gonna knock you out. You ain't shown that you got no weak chin or nothing like that. Cause and Jarrell ain't shown like he's some knockout artist, so I'm not saying like he gonna do some shit like that. But bruh, he's going to consistently be in your chest, bro. Consistently, if nothing else, he gonna be there the whole night. And if you do not put him on his ass or hurt him, it's gonna be a sad day for Fabio, bro. Real rap. So get Joshi. Joshi better hope you have a good game plan. And I hope your game plan is not trying to solely outbox him and move and all that, because you're going to get tired, big man. You're going to get tired. And the moment you get tired, that's when that motherfucker 300 plus pound nigga and Jarrell Big Baby Miller gonna walk you down, and he's gonna start applying pressure. And Jarrell do go to the body. He do throw every type of punch you can think of. He gonna hit you with an uppercut, a hook, go to the body. He gonna arm punch the shit out of you. He do not have Jarrell don't be putting nothing behind his punches. Nothing really. You know what I'm saying? He be arm punching the shit out of motherfuckers. But he is effective in what he do. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is a dude who stood toe to toe with two niggas who you don't stand toe to toe with. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you say what you want about that nigga Jarrell, and nigga can sell a fight like a motherfucker, but the nigga went toe to toe, stood there, whole 12, whole 30 motherfucking minutes, bro, whole 36 goddamn minutes, bro. Nigga stood there. Okay. Like, for real, you put some respect on that nigga name in this sense, bro, with Dynamite Daniel Dubois and Andy Ruiz, bro, former unified heavyweight champion of the world, stood there with this nigga. Both these motherfuckers. Okay? Fabio, you not that. So, if you don't put him on his ass, just saying, but have your shit together. Because Jarrell, say what you want. You say some dumb fuck shit, but the motherfucker come to scrap. I have not seen a boring Jarrell Big Baby Miller fight yet. I have not seen one. When that nigga get in there, it's usually some shit. Fabio, You finna be in some shit, bro. I hope you and your camp is ready. Cause I got Jarrell. One.